Kaito, the reserved son of the village potter, had always admired Akiko from afar. Her laughter was like a melody, her determination like the flowing streams that shaped their village. He often stayed late into the evening, crafting intricate pottery, hoping that one day he could offer her something worthy of her beauty. One spring evening, beneath the plum blossom tree, Kaito finally mustered the courage to speak. "Akiko," he began, his voice trembling. "I've been working on something for you." From behind his back, he presented a porcelain tea set, each piece adorned with delicate hand-painted blossoms. Akiko's eyes widened, her fingers brushing the smooth surface. "Kaito." "It's beautiful," she said, her voice tinged with wonder. But before Kaito could say more, Ran appeared, his confident smile lighting up the evening. Ran was the village storyteller, known for his charisma and boundless energy. He had a knack for commanding attention, and tonight was no different. "Kiko, I've been looking for you," Ren said, ignoring Kaito's presence entirely. "There's a festival in the next town tomorrow. Come with me." Akiko glanced between the two, her cheeks flushing. "Oh, Ren grinned, cutting off her hesitation. "Great. I'll meet you at sunrise." He flashed a playful wink before disappearing down the path, leaving Kaito clutching the empty space where Akiko's attention had been. The following day, Kaito watched from afar as Akiko and Ren left together. The sight of them walking side by side ignited a storm in his chest, jealousy, frustration, and a gnawing fear that he had waited too long. When Akiko returned that evening, Kaito was already beneath the plum blossom tree, his expression dark. "Did you enjoy yourself?" he asked, his voice sharper than he intended. Kiko blinked, startled. "Kaito, what's wrong?" "What's wrong?" he echoed bitterly. "Do you even see me, Akiko? Or is Ren the only one who matters now?" Her eyes widened in shock. "Kaito, that's not fair. Ren is my friend just like you are. Is that all I am to you?" "A friend?" he asked, his voice breaking. Before she could respond, Ren appeared once again, sensing the tension. "What's going on here?" Kaito glared at him, his emotions spilling over. "You always take the spotlight, don't you, Ren? You can't stand for anyone else to have a chance." Ren looked taken aback but remained calm. "Kaito, this isn't about me. If you have something to say to Akiko, say it." But Kaito couldn't. The weight of his feelings was too much, and he stormed away, leaving Akiko and Ren beneath the tree. Days passed, and the trio's once unbreakable bond felt irreparably fractured. Akiko, torn between her two closest friends, decided to act. She called them both to the plum blossom tree one evening, just as the sun dipped below the horizon. The pink petals glowed in the golden light, a silent reminder of what they were on the verge of losing. "Kaito, Ran," she began, her voice steady despite the turmoil in her heart. "I can't stand this anymore. We've always been there for each other, and now we're letting jealousy and pride tear us apart." Kaito looked at the ground, ashamed. Ren rubbed the back of his neck, uncharacteristically subdued. "Kaito," Akiko continued, stepping closer to him, "your kindness and talent have always inspired me. The tea set you made is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen." Kaito's eyes met hers, filled with regret. "I'm sorry, Akiko. I shouldn't have lashed out at you, or at Ren. And Ren," she turned to him, "your stories bring joy to everyone in the village. But sometimes, you don't notice how your confidence can overshadow others." Ren nodded, guilt flickering in his expression. "You're right. I never meant to hurt either of you." Akiko took a deep breath, her gaze moving between them. "I care about both of you, but I need you to remember what matters most. Our friendship." The two boys exchanged a glance, their animosity melting in the face of her words. "I was a fool," Kaito admitted. "I let my feelings cloud everything. And I let my ego get in the way," Ren added. Under the plum blossom tree, the three of them sat together once more, the tension giving way to laughter and forgiveness. Kaito and Ren apologized, and Akiko smiled, relieved that the bonds they'd shared since childhood were still intact. The petals of the tree fell softly around them, a quiet blessing on a friendship strong enough to endure anything.